Hello everyone, Ollie here from 𝕀𝕟𝕒𝕚, and as you can see by the title and the thumbnail, we're going to be reacting to the Supergirl trailer, the teaser, the official teaser. I've actually got it on my monitor right here. I'm going to actually be recording it slightly differently than I would usually do. Well, I say usually, I rarely do reactions, but when I do, I usually pull up my laptop and have it up here, but it's just going to take too much bloody time to set up, and I don't have much time to faff around with doing that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep you guys on the main camera that we usually record on. I'm going to put you aside, have the little, obviously, trailer on the side, like in regular reactions, and I'll do it that way. I have my headphones on. But anyway, before we get to the actual reaction to the trailer for Supergirl, I want to give you my history on Supergirl. Well, history. I've not watched a single Supergirl film, show, related anything. Alright, I've not watched the Supergirl. The only Supergirl that I knew before watching the James Gunn Superman, from this year in July, I haven't seen any, but I've seen like pictures of her. I don't know what she's called, but I'll put it in the edit. But there's a Supergirl that I know from probably in the last at least 10 years. I think. I don't know when it came out, but I've just seen pictures of Supergirl, but I've not watched anything Supergirl related, film, shows, whatever. So yeah, 𝕾𝕣𝕒𝕚 in Superman, the cameo at the very end of the film, in the Fortress of Solitude, when she came crashing in, and we were just like, oh shit, like it's in the, and then obviously, you got and then you got Gary, named Gary. I think your cousin's here or whatever, and then she comes crashing in. What the hell, dude? Why did you move the door? and then she takes Crypto, because obviously that's her dog, and then thanks for watching him, bitch. Just like laughing her ass off. Obviously I watched it with 𝕧𝕗𝕗. If you don't know, me and 𝕧𝕗𝕗 reviewed Superman back in July when it came out, and we loved it. Well, I did anyway. I mean, I can't really speak on 𝕧𝕗𝕗, but I think he's watched it since then once, and he's liked it even more, which is cool, because I think he still liked it. But anyway, I really liked Superman. I had a really good time, and seeing Supergirl at the end of the film was put a really big smile on my face, because I also really like 𝕾𝕣𝕒𝕚, the actress who's playing Supergirl in this one as well. She was in House of the Dragon, the Game of Thrones show prequel. I've not watched anything Game of Thrones related either, but I've seen her in interviews and stuff, and she seems such a cool person. And seeing her as Supergirl, and being able to do this is so cool, and I'm really happy for her, and I can't wait to see what she's like in this. And I'm sure she's obviously better than she was in the 2-3 minutes she was in Superman. So yeah, I don't know much else to say, to be fair. I'm just excited to see what I say. James Gunn, it's not actually James Gunn, it's not written by James Gunn or directed by James Gunn. It's been produced obviously because he's the co-CEO of DC Studios alongside Peter Safran. But yeah, it's Craig something. Again, I'll put it in the edit, but it's Craig something. Yeah, so but I know this film's going to be based on the comic book series Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, which I've not read. I've not read a single comic, unless you want to count Tintin, but that's not superhero. I've not read any superhero comics at all. I know very few, but I did some research, not just before this, but a while ago when I heard Supergirl. When James Gunn slated, did the DCU slate back not long after he got, put on as CEO, he obviously announced the first chapter of the DCU, Gods and Monsters, and obviously mentioned Supergirl being but obviously that was known as Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, and now obviously since then it's been just renamed to simply Supergirl. I'm just really looking forward to what this has to offer, so let's get to it. And here we go. Crypto.
You managed to get most of it on the paper this time. Let's get job, buddy. Hi, 𝕨𝕨𝕗𝕗. Hereby declare the 23 will be the best year yet. Let's be honest, babe, it's not a very high bar to clear.
I didn't know any of you were still alive. What was it like to lose everything in a day?
Krypton didn't die in a day. The gods are not that kind. Okay, this does not look like this is gonna end well. For you guys.
Do others on your planet have powers like you?
No, it's a pretty small group of 2.
What's Superman like?
He sees the good in everyone. And I see the truth.
Hell yeah. Alright, let's get back into position. Yo, that was fucking awesome. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this now. Where do I start, really? I mean, going into it, I knew that all I knew about this version of Supergirl. I'm actually going to turn on my monitor because that's quite distracting. All I've learned about Supergirl is in this iteration, from what I've heard from the comics, is that she's going to be this kind of drunken. I mean, you've got obviously a sense of that in Superman. Now, I was wondering why she was a bit like that. I don't know if it was just her personality, but it kind of is. But it's also the fact that she was a bit drunk as well. Some people don't like that. I've heard some people that I follow online that do watch these films and they're not so fond of it. And I'm like, well, we'll see how it goes in this, because, you know, I mean, this is the full. This is going to be the actual film we're going to be seeing her in, and seeing how she plays out, because we only got like a 2-3 minute bit with her in the end of Superman, so we're going to give her a bit of a chance and see what happens. But I didn't mind it. I thought she was quite funny and quite cool at the end of Superman, but you know, some people have different tastes. So, but yeah, but this is again someone who didn't know really anything about Supergirl going into Superman. Now, obviously, going to be learning way more watching this one, hopefully. But yeah, 𝕨𝕒𝕒𝕗𝕚 looks brilliant. I mean, just from the trailer alone, like, she looks great. And then obviously you got kind of a sidekick there as well with her. Obviously not 𝕨𝕗. Other than 𝕨𝕗 is that girl there. I don't know who that is. Again, I haven't read any comics. Nerdy might have to fill me in if he knows anything about the Supergirl comics, but because he's the aficionado when it comes to comic books, because he is called Nerdy after all. But yeah, I think no, it's not it. It can't be it. No, it looks like this would fit in the DCU, which I know it sounds ridiculous, but you're worried that some of the continuity or the tone of it, like I heard that obviously James Gunn is trying to keep the tone varied and not too, let's say, like Superman's tone was very much goofy and comical. And obviously there is some in this by the looks of it, but there's also some shots where it's going to be quite emotional. And there were a few emotional bits in Superman as well, but there could be a lot of tense, again emotional, I can't think of any other words right now, but just that kind of feel, and I'm totally cool with that. And it reminds me of Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, she reminds me a bit of Star-Lord a bit, like obviously she has the headphones on. I saw like the poster and the bit of the tease of her, and she had the headphones on, you know. I don't know if she has like a Walkman like Peter Quill does in Guardians of the Galaxy, but I love Guardians of the Galaxy, by the way. I love all 3 films. But yeah, I'm totally cool with this. This looks really good. Let me know in the comments below, guys, what you think of this teaser for Supergirl is like. And yeah, I'd be interested to see what you think, but I'm definitely looking forward to watching. I think it's in June, which is my birthday month, so obviously next year. So hopefully we can try and do a review, hopefully all three of us this time and not just me and NerdTube. I mean, if that will be the case, then so be it, but hopefully Dusty can join us as well this time around, if she's up for it. So yeah, honestly, just initial thoughts straight away, I don't really have much else to say, except it just looks great. I need to watch it a second time, but obviously off camera. I'll probably watch it various times off camera, but just this one time, this is all I have to say. Nothing really bad to say, you know, Krypto's in there, you know, he's still Krypto. I didn't even realise till the end of the film that Krypto is actually Kara's dog and not Clark's. But yeah, it was a bit weird. I was like, oh, so it's her dog. I didn't realise. When she said, "Where's my dog?" and I was like, oh, so it's your dog. I'm a fucking idiot. I've not read a single comic book yet. Still, I haven't, but I plan to in the future. But I just don't know when I can, really. Yeah, that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. If you did like hearing my thoughts. Full thoughts on this trailer and Supergirl, and you know, my reaction and my afterthoughts on this, please give it a thumbs up, and again, comment below what you thought of this trailer, and are you looking forward to Supergirl after watching the trailer? Were you a bit apprehensive before? Are you now looking forward to it, or are you still not, you know, bothered about it? Let me know in the comments, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.